So what's more challenging, making a film like Demolition or sitting through one of these press days?
That is a hard question. I don't know. No, definitely making a film like Demolition. You know, the process, it was really incredible. And you know, working with Jean-Marc Vallée, the director, I can say was just an absolutely amazing experience. And one thing that I really worked on with him was feeling. You know, and you know, he didn't really give me any line readings or any ways to say things. It was more about what's my character feeling? What is Chris feeling at this moment that's bringing him to say what he's saying?
Can you talk a little bit about the process of getting the role? Was it a long, arduous process?
Yeah, you know, I actually Skyped with Jean-Marc, and yeah, my last audition, I think we Skyped for like 2 hours, maybe, and we really worked through all the material and talked about the project and the character, and one thing was music. You know, music really factors into this film, and thematically, you know, music really drives the film, and especially this character, and this character really has released his music, and it's the way he kind of is able to express himself. And so it was really important that this character be able to dance, because I know there's one scene where he dances, and so he actually created a playlist. Cool. And it was 6, 7 songs maybe. And he would play them, and they each played for about 15 seconds. And I mean, it ranged from rap to jazz to rock, and I would dance to them. And it was a very freeing experience for my character, because you're dancing to this music, and it's an absolute release, you know. And I feel like it's the one way that Chris is able to really show himself.
How about for you, though, is doing something like that a little, do you feel a little self-conscious when you're doing something like that?
You know, no, because you're in character, and you're feeling what your character would be feeling, which is just needing to go all out and putting everything on the table.
What kind of relationship did you have with Jake on set?
Working with Jake was amazing. You know, he's such a master at what he does, and so talented. And to work with him was truly incredible, because, I mean, he brings such truth to his characters, and it makes you bring truth to your characters, and you're kind of these two characters having this dialogue, and there's something, you know, really, really unique about that.
And he's been acting since he was a young man. Does he have any advice for you?
You know, definitely. I think there were definitely, you know, little tidbits that he gave me along, and it was just, I can say across the board, everybody was just so welcoming to me, and it was such an amazing environment and experience, because they were so generous and so sweet, and also just so good at what they do.
I mean, has acting been something that you've always known that you wanted to pursue, and is it something that you plan on pursuing for the rest of your life?
You know, it hasn't always been something that I knew I wanted to do. I've been doing theater since I was really little, and I kind of did it in my spare time, and, you know, it was fun, but it's just in the past couple years I've gotten more into the film side, and I mean, I love it. As far as the future, I don't know. You know, I love doing it, and right now I'm doing it and having fantastic times, and, you know, I guess we'll just see what happens.
Is there a kind of film that you really want to do, or a type of role, like do you have a dream project?
That's a tough one. You know, I think it's just about finding scripts that resonate with me, and finding characters that mean something, and can make an impact, and can really resonate with people, and people can feel for them.
And finally, do you have a favorite actor out there? You can't say Jake.
Oh, I can't?
No. I'll tell him you said so.
You know, I don't know. I think I might have to go with Leonardo Dicaprio. I know.
Not a bad choice.
I know it's a very common answer,
sure,
but I just have so much respect for him, and so I think that probably would be